Alright, here we go. The start of the 32nd video. And first up, we have Madlax. Which, I remember the music being good. Actually, it's a bit like Noir, except I finished Madlax. But, I don't know. I remember enough to probably spoil bits and pieces of it, but not enough to really make me think I cared about this one necessarily. But yeah, good music. Another anime I didn't care much about, Lost Universe. I guess because I only watched one episode in. I suspect that there's a lot of anime where I didn't get far into it simply because it had the same kind of cast as other anime or same kind of jokes. I don't know. Lost Universe could have been like that, so maybe I just didn't give it a chance. I do intend to watch all of it at some point. A lot like a lot of other anime that I've talked about. There we go. It's a good solid way to start a pile, I think. Next up we have Ayori Aoshi. And I mentioned maybe there's anime that I didn't like as much because it was more of the same thing before I got used to watching all of the same thing, I guess. And this anime is what made that thought come to mind. Here's Ayori Aoshi Anishi. So, I didn't enjoy Ayori Aoshi, but I watched it a long time ago. Maybe I'd enjoy it more now or something. I guess what I found annoying then was just the characters. But I might be more forgiving now. Here we have Afro Samurai. Which is kind of cool. But I'll be honest, I wasn't super wowed by it. I'm not sure why. Dragon Half, though, I enjoyed this. In fact, I think I had to hunt down this DVD. I haven't watched this yet. Angel's Feather. Here we have Flag DVD 1. And they were going to release a complete collection of this. And then they stopped, so maybe I'll have to do something else. Blade of the Phantom Master was pretty cool. But as a standalone movie, it's a bit incomplete. It'd be nice if that was like the start of a series or something. Oh well. Mars Daybreak. I remember enjoying this. Although I guess once again I don't remember the details of what happened. I remember Golden Boy being funny. And I guess since it's only 6 episodes I can kind of remember what happened. Rescue Me Mave-chan. It's basically, since it's just one episode, it's hard to not remember what that one's about. Sprite Between Two Worlds. I don't think I ever saw this one. Yeah, if you can't tell yet, this pile has random stuff in it. Things like this I can't remember. One-off DVDs that I was maybe thinking of collecting more of. Look, here's Paprika. Paprika was kind of interesting. Metal Fighter Miku. You know, I can't help but think I watched an episode of it, but I can't remember what happened. Something else came up. Madara? You know, I don't know. I'm not... Is this the guy from the guy who made Akira? I don't know. Either way, it's something I probably ought to watch at some point. There's so much here that I ought to watch. Oh wow, we've got a couple of good series coming up, like Princess, which I thought was just really neat. Even if it was a bit bizarre, the whole all guys school where the prettiest guys have to dress up as girls. Yeah, that's real strange. You think, ugh, that doesn't sound so fun, but for some reason this anime still ended up being fun. Then we've got IGPX. I have to admit, I'm a bit worried when it says Toonami up there. Sort of like the old Blue Sub 6 one. I worry if these have been edited, but they don't look like they've been edited. these were a good series. Seasons 1 and 2. I really enjoyed it. It's nice. So, when everybody else was like, oh, it's Optimus Prime, and they watched the new Transformers movie, I was like, but he did a voice in IGPX, so, yeah. I was already over, oh, it's Optimus Prime, and I was like, oh, cool, it's still Optimus Prime. Big O. And sometimes you feel like you're watching Batman when you watch this. I wonder why. But Big O was okay, except for that messed up ending. And I'm talking about the ending to Big O 2, right? Because this was 1 and 2. I think they were intentionally vague, more than they needed to be. Here we have Green TV, which I have to admit, I hated this series. Because those friends of the main guy, they're the biggest assholes in any anime I've ever seen. Now, maybe I'd have to take that back if I rewatched it. Maybe if I rewatched all my anime, I'll be like, oh yeah, I've seen bigger assholes. But I just hated those guys. They ruined the anime for me. Vampire Hunter D, Bloodlust. You know, now that I think about it, my brother has the original Vampire Hunter D. I should probably get that from him. Master of Mosqueton. I think I started watching this. It was intriguing. But I don't know why I didn't finish. It was really short. They Were 11. This was an intriguing movie. I vaguely remember bits and pieces of it. As usual, I remember enough to spoil it. Fushigi Yugi, The Mysterious Play, DVD 1. Unfortunately, that's all I have of it. Unfortunate, because I really do want more of it. It was really good. But the box set was unreasonably priced. I thought it was like they accidentally added an extra 0 onto it or something. But no, apparently not. Genocyber. This was some really messed up shit. Yeah, that was just messed up. I think this is anime. Junkers Come Here. I've never watched it though. I keep meaning to. It used to be in my bookshelf with the old stuff, but moved out for some reason. Clockwork Fighters, Hiwao's War. I don't know. I started watching some of this. It was kind of okay, but I don't know. I still need to get DVD 3 and actually watch it, I guess. I hope we're making okay time. There's not a whole lot of stuff left. Earthian? I'm not even sure what this is about. I think the DVD's just been there a long time. The Wings of Rain? So, this is only the first DVD. There's 2 more. I do want to get them. All I can say is, this anime suffers from moving a little too fast. It's just like, introduced some concepts much faster than I could catch on to the names and places and whatnot. I really ought to get the rest of it, but I think it's really expensive. 009-1, DVDs 1, 2, and 3. What can I say about this anime? At some point in there, when me and my friend were watching it, we stopped taking it seriously, and then it became really funny or something. It wasn't bad, it was just, I don't know. I'm not sure what was it. Now, this is Technoman, which I think is just Technoman Blade, but an English version. There we go. I'm not sure what to think of this one, because I haven't really watched it and Tekkaman, but oh well. I guess you could say I have a little to experiment with. It'd be nice to have Robotech so I could compare it to Macross and see what exactly has been edited, but oh well. And then we have Basilisk. This was a pretty violent but kind of interesting anime. I'd probably look to see if I could dig a little deeper in it to see if there's more to show, but if I remember right, that thing is really hard to get back in its box. So, for now, why don't we just prepare for the next video, which I think will be this pile next.